Okay, so same thing. I'm feet on hips guard. Push back on the thigh, put my De La Riva hook in, keeping my knee turned this way so that my hook is strong. Card thrust to combat base. Okay, just a different option. We looked at the triangle from here. We've looked at the omoplata. We're going to try and get shin to shin and get our hips underneath them so we can get the deep half. So from here, I can move my hips back. So I use my foot on the hip to scoop my hips back, and I'm going to take my De La Riva hook out and bring my shin in front of Carl's shin. Okay? So I'm going to sit forward, like so. My hand is going to come around, a hook. So we're shin to shin, and I've got this control. Okay, my hand that goes on the lapel or on the sleeve is going to grip here. Okay, I keep my foot here. Okay, and from this position here, I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time. I'm going to bring him towards me. Okay, and then I'm going to kick him this way, just so he posts on his hand. By kicking him this way and he posts on his hand, his leg is lighter now. Okay, so from here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift Carl's right leg out to the side to create space as my foot comes off his hip and hooks behind the back of his knee. Okay, and I'm using this as a lever so that I can move underneath him and get to the deep half guard. Okay, so I've grabbed the belt at his left hip. I'm using my inside hook, my bottom hook to control, my top. Some people play it different. I like to keep my foot on top of his leg and I squeeze my knees together so Carl can't hop his leg off. Hop your leg off there. Okay, go back. Hop it off now. It's going to be a lot harder. Okay, so I pinch my knees together. Some people have both underneath and just use the squeeze of their thighs to keep it on, but I like this. Okay, so from here, I want to keep his foot off the mat, okay, because now I can off balance him. And there's only two ways I can take him. Okay, I can bring him forward, so try to get on his back, or I can take him this onto his back and look for passes, different passes. But we're going to get this back from here. So from here, I switch my hooks. So my bottom hook passes it to my top hook, my right hook. I like to put my other hook on top and I squeeze my knees. And I'm going to switch my grip from his far hip to the near side hip. Okay, then from here, I'm going to turn to my left and then my right. Okay, and then I'm going to hook and kick him forward. Okay. This grip controls. Come in behind, take him back, kick him out. Get my harness position, put my first hook in, second hook, now I'm on his back. So again, we need different options when they drop to this combat base, so I don't get my guard lost. So from feet on hips guard, push back, De La Riva hook in. Okay, so from here, I use my foot to scoot my hips back so I can take my De La Riva hook out, and I bring my shin in front of Carl's shin. Okay, so when I sit up, I want to hook around his leg, so I'm like in a sit-up guard position. Switch the grip from the sleeve to the lapel here. Okay, I'm going to bring him towards me, just like we did in the last move. I'm going to bring him towards me, and again, from here, trying to lift Carl's leg to the side will be difficult because all his weight is on his right foot, if that makes sense. But if I bring him towards me and then kick him out a little bit, once I get him to post on his hand, once I lift this leg, it's light. Okay, so from here, my foot comes off the hip to the back of his leg, and I use this as a lever so I can create space so I can come underneath him. Here, okay? Got my grip on his belt. There's two ways of playing deep half guard. I don't want to really go too much into it, but I can have a deep hook here, and again with lots of options, or my grip can be shallow here on the other side. But if I want to take us back, I like this shallow grip. So I'm going to change my hooks. Again, I want to be careful with this, that Carl's not going for like a Kimura or something on me, or if he wins the underhook on this arm, okay, I'm in trouble. So I can be hiding this here if I want, okay, but I want to be keeping it safe. At a beginner's level, I would probably think about keeping this tucked under here. So I want to get to his back from here, so I'm going to lift up his leg, switch hooks. So my bottom hook lifts up, passes it to my top hook, but again I need to cover it or Carl can jump his leg off. Back. So from here I'm going to bring my other one on top, squeezing my knees. Okay, then I switch my grip, bring my hips forward. See that he's already posting on the back, and again I can try and get from the back position here, but now I want to take his weight the other way and then blast him forward as I kick him off. Okay. Immediately keeping this grip here because I have to control his hips. If I don't, I've lost him. So from this position, I extend his leg out, secure harness control, open up his gi, put my hooks in, take him to my strong side. Again. Feet on hips. Hiva, combat base, bring my hips back, shin to shin, sit up guard, switch my grip, foot on the hip, bring him towards me, cause him to post his hand. Two things, I lift the leg up to create the space, my foot that was on his hip comes to the back of his knee, and as I spin underneath him, this grip that had the lapel is replacing my foot. Switch my grips. I can grip here as well. Sometimes from here I can use this to help me lift up, to switch my hook. So I pass from the bottom hook to the top hook, take him one way, then the other way, and then blast him. Control the hips. Harness position. Okay, so that's your shin to shin, guys. Getting to the back. Let's do it for 5.